All right, well, such a pleasure to be talking to you guys. Your new EP from Bluedive, your band, is amazing. Yeah, very great mix of music that I love, from like everything from like grunge Nirvana to emo to pop punk to kind of electric indie rock. It's a great mix of stuff. We're going to dive into that. Before that, here, Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. I want to know where your passion for music led you to pick up an instrument. Was a certain album, a certain performance inspired, or something that was just natural for you as a child? Let's start with you, Riff.
For me, it's a lot of my family. A lot of my family works in the music business. Like my
Mhm.
mom's a publicist for musicians. My brother, he was a drummer, or still is a drummer. So that's where I got the drumming. And I just sort of all lined up for me to start playing.
Very cool. Aiden, what about you?
For me, it was just like I really always liked music, but getting into like rock music, which is what we do now, is was like
Hmm.
something different. It's funny because I really like Kid Cudi, which is like this rapper, and then he made a rock album. So I was like, oh, this sounds kind of cool. And then I kind of like discovered like, more real rock music after that I really liked. So I was like, I'll have to pick up a guitar, and that's what happened.
Sebastian?
Yeah, so my mom used to be married to this guy that we moved in with when I was in like first grade, and he was a bass player in an old band that never
Hmm.
really went anywhere. But I picked it up, and then he moved out. I kind of just stuck with it though, stuck with it for all these years, and yeah, it's here I am, bro.
Very cool. Well, let's start with the first track on the EP, which is available now. I mean, 2020 definitely sucked, and I'm glad like some band put it into like a kind of like a little punk version of it. So let's talk about the writing process for that one. Whoever wants to start.
All
I
right,
mean,
so go ahead,
you got
Aiden.
it.
Yeah, go ahead, Aiden.
All right. So yeah, it kind of started with me and Sebastian were at my house, and we were like talking about like it was in the summer of 2020. So we're in my
Hmm.
house and we're talking about like, man, it kind of sucks that we're in quarantine, like all that type of stuff. So we're like, we should write a song, to like express our feelings about that. So I came up with this cool little chord progression, and Sebastian and I both wrote the lyrics, and then he made a bass line, and then we took it to Riff, and he made a fantastic drum beat, and that's just how the song came together, kind of like piece by piece.
Very cool. Well, I actually let's dive into like when did you guys actually form? Is this during the pandemic? Like you kind of needed something to like express yourselves with, and like something creative, I assume, or
Yeah, it was
Uh,
about the middle of the pandemic, about like August of 2020.
okay.
Um, yeah, Sebastian actually texted me and asked if I wanted to jam with him and Aiden. At the time, I didn't know Aiden at the time, so they just came to my house. We started playing, and that's when we first like really jammed together. And we also did 2020 that day.
yep.
Very cool. Another track I really like is "Hurt Me." Definitely, it reminds me a lot of like the emo music I used to love in the 2000s. I guess talk about that one.
Okay. That one I wrote like that was actually a while ago. I wrote that before we all got together, kind of. So
Okay.
we got together like Riff said, like around August. So I wrote that probably about like half a year before, maybe a little bit longer. And I don't know, that song just kind of came together. It has very interesting lyrics, but I kind of left it for the listener to interpret what they get from that song. But I can see
Hmm.
what you mean, like with the emo type of stuff. Like I can see what you mean.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
love about you guys. You guys make so much cool like different music from it. There's so many tracks, and in the next one, Aiden, it's like kind of more of like upbeat kind of song too compared to "Hurt Me."
Yeah. Yeah. Very upbeat.
Hmm. And then you kind of go down acoustic more and Peaches and Cream. So you guys only have 4 songs together. I mean, do you guys, I think it's cool because I think it's only the tip of the iceberg. What are you guys going to come up with next? I mean, like I said, you draw so many different music influences. Are you guys been working on anything else? I know you got a show coming up. So I mean, maybe to do covers, you're gonna have to have more than 4 songs, I assume, for a set list.
Of course. During the recording of those 4 songs for our EP, we actually ended up writing, I'd say about like probably like 15 to 20 songs, and those are like completely like ready to go. But we just have the process of recording is really what takes us a minute. But the writing part, you know, we've been working pretty well and efficiently when it comes to writing. So
Very cool. Well, who came up with the concept for like the EP's cover? I like it. It reminds me a lot of like the Nirvana Sliver single back in the day. I don't know if you even know what that is. You know?
Oh yeah,
no,
bro.
of course.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I actually made the cover. So Aiden sent me a couple of pictures of like these animated things a while ago, and I had been like, guys, we need to like make a cover for these 4 songs that he's got already. And so one night I just started going through all those animated pictures he sent me, and one of them was the one that we used, and I just kind of, you know, I changed the color. It was originally like pink and purple, like the girl on there, so I made them like blue because of the band name, and then I wanted to the cover for it to look like a you know, classic 90s like grunge kind of album cover. So like Soundgarden has one with the print sideways, or same with Mother Love Bone, those kind of bands. So I did that too. I think it looks really cool.
Oh, I love
I
it.
also think, yeah.
Did you ever make that like as a T-shirt, just that design on it? You know?
Well, do try to, yeah. I think Riff
We
did,
do have
actually.
some. We do. We have a couple.
Okay. So like you mentioned, you got us a show coming up. What day and where is it? You know?
We're playing Saturday with or next Saturday, so it would be
On the 26th.
would that be the 26th, right?
Yeah.
It'd be June 26th at Impulse,
Nice.
Impulse Music. So you just have to RSVP. It's free entry. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, but everyone else does. And it's gonna be a nice show. We're playing along 2 other bands, Unfortunate Samaritan, and the Zibs.
Yeah,
Very, very interesting name, but yeah.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be so cool just to be back at a show. So everyone's been dying for it. So it's free. You got no excuse. Show up if you're in the area. For those who are not, where can people go online, listen to your music, and follow you on social media?
All streaming service. Look up Bluedive, Instagram, Bluedive Band. That's where we keep everyone updated, is Instagram.
Yeah. Check out the amazing, like I said, 4-track Bittersweet EP. I can't wait to hear new music for you guys down the road, and we'll keep in touch. All right.
All right.
Of course, bro.
Thanks, guys.